Happy Halloween, everyone. I know those of you who have been out and trick-or-treated already this evening have got a bowl full of candy sitting there next to you, and you're ready to relax and watch some of this, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
You better not be wanting to relax. These guys get it on.
You can sit back and maybe relax for a moment, but that's only as long as it's going to last. One moment before you'll probably be right on the edge of your seat.
You know, Rick, you asked me in the opening, would these guys run high? Would these guys run low? I just finished my cup practice no more than just a couple of hours ago, and cars were already being able to go up in the middle of the track and even a little higher and run faster lap times than they can at the bottom. And I have to tell you, as a race car driver, that's what you want. You want to know that truck, when you get to the corner, if it isn't working on the bottom, you can move it out to the top.
Right. Our starting grid's rolling across the bottom of the screen. Rick Crawford will start out front. It's been since Martinsville of '05 since he has led a field to the green flag. Now we want to shine a spotlight as we have a night race here again at Texas. We're going to shine a spotlight on a few different drivers. Ray Dunlap, let's take a look here at Max Pappas.
I'll tell you what, Rick, they call him Mad Max, and where did that name come from? Well, back in 1996, he was in the 24 Hours of Daytona, and his car was all tore up, and they thought he was done for the day, but he ran back through the field and almost won that race, finishing second by just 16 seconds. Mad Max Pappas has raced all over the world, but he told me earlier today he's never driven anything quite like a NASCAR Craftsman truck. He's looking forward to having some fun tonight in the Geico race truck. Adam?
Ryan Lawler in the 15 making his 8th truck start of the year, driving for Billy Blue Motorsports in that Ergon Toyota. He said he is happy to be here because he's only 15 minutes from his home, which is Colleyville, Texas. How did this deal come about? Well, Ryan's father, Patrick, drove here for Billy Blue back in 2003. They are hopeful they can put together a part-time or full-time schedule for Ryan in 2009 in that 15 truck. Phil?
Adam, I want to take a look at this 9 truck right here. This is Paul Tracy, and yes, it's the same Paul Tracy that has had so much success in open wheel racing. He was the 2003 Champ Car Series champion. He's only run 2 IndyCar races this year, and one of those he finished 4th at Edmonton. He's a native of Montreal. Bombardier Learjet, one of his sponsors, is a Canadian company, as well as Sport Clips, which is headquartered here in Texas. He will start that Toyota back in the 22nd position and just wants to be somewhere racing regularly next year, Mikey.
What I love about the truck series, Phil, we talk about Paul Tracy from Canada. This cat here, Cale Gale, starts on the outside of the front row. He's from Mobile, Alabama, as is the dude starting next to him on the pole. Cale Gale was named after Cale Yarborough. You think he's known ever since he was a little boy what he wanted to do? He starts second. Can he hang there? He sat on the pole in the nationwide race at Bristol this past August and finished 4th. Yes, he can hang in there, and he's got a chance to win the race today.
And amazingly enough, during the first practice, Cale Gale being out on the racetrack was the first time he had ever been on the racetrack here at Texas Motor Speedway.
And was the fastest, by the way.
And was the fastest. We're riding along with a few different drivers. One of those will be David Starr. He will start 24th and carry our Toyota on board.
We're also going to ride along with the 30, the Lumber Liquidators Toyota, the Toyota onboard for Todd Bodine. Todd starts back into 10th spot. He's won 4 of the last 8 truck races here at Texas.
Terry Cook has been reunited with this team, the Team 8 ASE onboard camera. Look for Terry starting in the back, but watch him. He knows how to run this high line. He knows how to get that truck up toward the front. He'll have a good run tonight in that truck, and we'll follow along with him.
Terry Cook, Rick Crawford, the only 2 that have started the 21 races that have taken place here at Texas Motor Speedway. Let's go back to Ray Dunlap for thoughts before green.
Well, Rick, whenever we get to the end of the race, a lot of times I'm talking about a statistic that we call green, white, checkered. And tonight we very well may have another one of those. Why? Because the last 5 times we've run at Texas, there have been green, white, checkers. And when you look at the list of all the drivers that have been involved in those, one name really is going to stand out, and that is Kyle Busch. Folks, he had an extra set of tires ready to go last week at Atlanta, and they didn't get to use them. And on the way here, they had a big fire that almost destroyed this race truck. But Kyle Busch is back in chassis number 11, and he has won 7 times in this truck. And tonight, he very well may win again for his first time at Texas. Adam?
Tonight, Ray, marks the 22nd time the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is raced here at the Texas Motor Speedway. And of those first 21, twice a rookie went to victory lane. The late Kenny Irwin did it in 1997, and in 2001, it was Travis Quapple carrying the rookie colors into victory circle. Who could do it tonight? Well, what about Colin Brown? He's a Texas native, starting 9th. all year long, this guy has been competitive. Could tonight be the night? It couldn't be any more special than to do it right here at his home track, the Texas Motor Speedway.
And that Roush Yates horsepower obviously propelled Rick Crawford to the pole, and Colin Brown has the exact same thing under the hood.
Yeah, this is a horsepower racetrack. Last week at Atlanta, not necessarily when the tires fell off. Here, you got to have something when you push that foot down.
Yeah, and guys, though, that have shown, whether we're racing on a slippery track or a wide open foot to the floorboard track, Ron Hornaday, that two truck, Ryan Newman last week, Cale Gale this week, they've been dominant. What will be interesting to watch tonight is how Johnny Benson will react to last week. He didn't have a truck to win the race with last week. Ron Hornaday did. Going through these next 3 races, you better be able to win if you want to win this championship.